He's finally gone. Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the last sort of 3-4 days at Sheffield Wednesday. There's been a lot of action considering there hasn't been a single game, but basically we've sacked Yoss about 2-3 hours ago. Well, it says mutual consent, but that we've sacked him basically. He's not going to leave on his own terms. He's got sacked. And I'm also going to talk about the fans forum, which was lively, to say the least, and obviously some shocking information came out of that, but that'll all be in this video. We're going to start off with the announcement, like I say, around 2-3 hours ago. The club actually made an announcement about 2 hours ago, but I think we knew from earlier this morning when he didn't go to a press conference and he didn't do the first team training today. So I think we knew from then that his time was probably up. So yeah, I think, looking back on his time at Wednesday, he was dealt a very difficult hand. He obviously had a lot of injury problems. He didn't have any money to spend really. He made 3 signings, 2 of them were loans, and one of them were like 300 grand. So he was dealt a hard card, and I thought last season he did well. He stabilised us, especially towards the end of the, he stabilised us, especially towards the end of the season. Obviously he gave us that fantastic run of form and turned Hugh into Messi temporarily for a little bit, which is also quite funny. But then this season, in the end, it's just not worked for him. I think he's a bit too stubborn for the Championship. Maybe it works in the German second division, but it's not like that in the Championship. You've got to be a lot more. You can be sort of a disciplinarian without having to just completely isolate players like Sam Hutchinson, like Kieran Westwood, that just should be getting game time. Even George Boyd, I didn't mind George Boyd. Boyd's not a bad player. For me, he should probably be getting in the squad. Maybe not in the first team, but he should be getting in the squad. So it's disappointing that it's obviously things have turned out like they are. Still got quite a few injuries, but yeah. He's brought through a few youth players, so he's not being as bad as people are making him out to say, like, oh, he's the worst manager in Wednesday's history. I've only been alive, nearly 15 years, but even I know that we've been in worse times than this. Even in my lifetime, we were down in mid-table League 2 for a couple of seasons, so we've been a lot worse than this at points. But yeah, it's not been a good season so far, and whoever this new manager is, if we could finish in the top half, I'd be delighted by that this season. Then next season, look to build with a manager that we know we could have confidence in, that we know can, hopefully, I'd say this season, if we could finish top half, next season, if we could finish anywhere in the top 8, I'd be very happy with. Then the season after that, I think we'd go for a playoff push, so that's the aim. Obviously, with the other announcement, which I'll get onto in a couple of minutes, but yeah, he's gone, and I think it's time now to bring in a new lad. Not tomorrow, because we've got a game tomorrow against Preston, which I will be vlogging. I believe Bond's going to take over that, and hopefully we can get a win when we sack Carlos, and the next day we beat Forest away. There's a song about that, which is a pretty good song. So yeah, so bye Jos Luca. Then now on to the fans forum. Now, I was originally going to go to the fans forum, but then they cancelled it. But then they rescheduled it, but we couldn't get tickets, so I think that's a bit unfair. But yeah, fans forum, saw it on Twitter and everything, and seemed quite lively. Not as mad as I might expect, but I think Chancellor was actually crying by the end because he feels like he's not doing a good enough job, and he's put the club up for sale. That's the announcement. We are on the market. He says if anyone gives him a good offer, then we're gonna have new owners. Now, we were linked with Red Bull the other month, but I doubt Red Bull would take over us. But if they did, then I'd be over the moon. I'd be completely over the moon if Red Bull signed us up. They might change the stadium name, which I'm okay with, but if they wanted to relocate, I wouldn't be okay with that. And if they wanted to change us to like Red Bull Wednesday or Sheffield Red Bull, I wouldn't. That'd just be bad as well. And I'm sure a lot of fans are with me on that. So yeah, but club's up for sale, and I didn't originally, but I feel sorry now for Chansiri because he's trying his best. He didn't know a lot about football. In retrospect, it's probably his own fault. He shouldn't have come into the game if he didn't know anything about the sport, but he's tried, but it's just not worked out for him. So hopefully we can get a new man. I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how long it normally takes. The Miller Mandrick said he wanted to sell up. How many months was it before we actually managed to sell? Because we were originally going to sell. We were originally bought by that other guy, weren't we? But he then turns out he was lying and he didn't actually have any money. That was pretty funny. So yeah, and then obviously Chancery came over. I'm not sure. I reckon anywhere between 6 to 12 months, honestly. Because it might be less. A lot of people saying it could be within the next 2 or 3 months, but doubt it. So yeah, I think this season, bit of a write-off. Obviously the chairman, he's come in, he's tried his best, but it's just not worked for him. I don't really want him to go. I don't think he's the problem. I just think it's the management, and he needs somebody advising him that knows a bit about football, and not some clowns from Thailand that have never experienced a sport. So yeah, but again, that's another sad thing. But it is going to be different because I like Chancery. I didn't when there was that time about a week or two ago. I was really starting to lean towards wanting him out, but I think looking at it now, I don't want him to leave, but he wants to, and if we can get in someone with more money that's willing to spend it and knows a bit about football, then that's a positive. Now on to other managers now. We've been heavily linked with Steve Bruce, and I think that's going to go ahead. And now a lot of Steve Bruce he's mixed opinions with Wednesday, because a lot of Wednesdayites don't like him, but I think they can get over that. It's the fact that he's with Aston Villa, and he's been fantastic with Hull, and I think another couple of teams. I'm going to need to research it a little bit if he is going to come in, but he was fantastic with Hull. So yeah, and then with Villa, he got him to the playoff final, but he spends a lot of money, and I'm not sure he's going to have that kind of money, but it looks like he wants to come in. Apparently, we can offer him £2 million a year. I'm not sure how many years the contract's going to be. Probably till the end of next season. That's what I'd imagine initially. But I like Steve Bruce. He's what we need. We all call it, let's get an experienced manager who's worked in the Championship, preferably English. Experienced manager in the Championship, arguably more than a lot of other managers, apart from Neil Warnock. Can't really think of anyone else more experienced in this league. And he's English. So, there's no language barrier there. I've never really watched the Steve Bruce side, so I'm not sure what kind of style of football they play. Apparently it's a little bit defensive, but I'm at a point where I don't care how we play, as long as we get 3 points. Apparently he's quite a structured manager. He's not defensive, but he's got very organised. They're very structured. There's not much fluidity, which might not benefit the likes of Forestieri, but I'm sure he'll learn. He's a good player. He'll be able to adapt. Hopefully we can get him back in the new year. Barry Bannon as well, he's missing one more game, Preston game, then he'll be back on Boxing Day. Now I've broken up from school as well, so yeah, I'm off for 2 weeks. Might see some more videos, more vlog style videos. I'm trying to get Football Manager to work, but it's looking less and less likely, but we'll try and get that to work. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm pretty sure Steve Bruce is going to come in, along with a bunch of coaching staff, which I'm a little bit disappointed about. Well, no, I think he's experienced with those people, so they'll be able to gel more and they'll be on the same wavelength. But at the same time, the likes of, I think Nicky Weaver is going to stay anyway, because the goalkeeping coach, I don't think we're bringing in a new goalkeeping coach. But Lee Bullen, if Lee Bullen leaves, then I'll be very, very sad. So many other Wednesdayites, and so will he, because he bleeds blue and white Wednesday blood. He's been with us for years. Obviously, he won I think he won the League Cup. Was he in that team that won the League Cup? I'm not too sure. He might have been a bit before his time. I know he got us promoted to the Championship in the playoffs at Cardiff. So I was about 1 when that game happened. But yeah, I hope he can find a place in the youth squad, because I know he's a big Wednesday out, and I'm sure he'll take any job he can get. Apparently he's rejected some jobs from like teams in apparently League 2 and League 1 to be their actual manager, but he's declined them, and I'd imagine he'll be on a comfortable wage. He won't be on a lot, but he'll be on, I'd say, at least 2-3 grand a week, and he's been with the club for a few years now, so yeah, I'd love Lee Bullen, and I hope he doesn't leave. He's straight talking, and I think we need to give him a lot of respect tomorrow. you know, we've got to help the team. Yoss has gone now. All that's behind us. We start a new slate here. Here is where we start. This is it. There's no going back now. It's upwards and onwards, or onwards and upwards. So yeah, hopefully we can make the next couple of years a little bit less bleak than they originally looked, and let's please to God not let us get into the Premier League after Sheffield United. I don't think we'd ever be able to live that down. But there we go. I'll make a video tomorrow on the vlog, the Wednesday vlog. Hopefully we can win. We normally win when we just got sacked a manager. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Yeah, like I said, vlog will be out tomorrow. There was a video last week. Yeah, last weekend, I think. It was after the Swansea game. That was it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then like and subscribe for more future content. I'll see you later. Bye.